Remember that movie American Gangster, Frank Lucas, Denzel's character? He stopped buying from the middleman and went directly to the source, cut out the markup to control the supply chain, undercuts everyone. Well, that's exactly what OpenAI just did. It's now designing its own chips with Broadcom, going directly to the silicon and cutting out the middlemen that it's been totally dependent on, Nvidia. The chip's called Jalapeno, and the key detail is what it's for: inference, not training. Inference is that everyday work. Like every time you ask ChatGPT for an answer, that's the inference working in the background. And it's also OpenAI's biggest and most repetitive cost. So they've now built a chip directly tuned for exactly that. And they're claiming performance per watt that's better than anything that's out there. But the story is not OpenAI now kills Nvidia. Like I was just on Market Mondays with Rashad and Troy and Ian, and they asked me this bluntly: is Nvidia the ultimate winner here? And my answer was like, right now, yes, but only because they've had a captive customer. And that's now what's starting to break, because now the labs are going vertical down to the bare metal, building chips for their own needs. Like OpenAI though will still need Nvidia for training, and that's where Nvidia's moat is still deepest. But Jalapeno ends its days of being a captive customer. If you own the chip, now you all of a sudden now have leverage. And now we're seeing everyone at the top start to do this. Like Google has its TPUs, Amazon has Trainium, Anthropic's now building its own, because at tens of billions of dollars of spend, you start looking at Nvidia's margin and thinking, why don't we start building our own? But also notice who's on the other side of all these deals. Broadcom, Google's chips, Anthropic's chips, now OpenAI's chips. Broadcom's now quietly becoming the kingmaker behind the whole Nvidia scramble. And just like that, the picks and shovels win again. And here's the other point to call out. OpenAI used its own models to actually build its own chips and did it in 9 months, which is the fastest ever for silicon that's this advanced. And now you see AI design the hardware that runs AI, making the next AI cheaper to build. And that's that recursive loop I keep coming back to. That's the whole game now, because the company that buys more compute than anyone on earth decided to build its own. And you know Frank Lucas would be proud. And again, if you like this sort of thing and want to stay close, join our community frontier. Link in bio.